everybody, and welcome to our next video on differences between US and British English. Today we're going to look at vocabulary, and there are some really quite big differences. So Laurie, why don't you start us off?
All right, I will. Let's start off with the first one. What do you do in the summer? Do you go on?
Ooh, good one. I go on a nice summer holiday.
Yeah. I don't. I go on vacation.
Really?
Yeah. And I go on a Christmas vacation, a February vacation, an Easter vacation. Anytime I have time off from work, it's a vacation. We can only use holiday for what you would call it a bank holiday, the day that the stores are closed. For example, Christmas is a holiday, Thanksgiving, the 4th of July, Memorial Day.
That's interesting. Yeah. So in some cases in British English, we'd maybe call that a day off.
Oh, okay.
Actually, just day off. Do you say free day?
Not really. We could also say a day off. Or one that I really like is if you want to take the day off, but you're not really sick. And
oh,
you go
that's
vacation,
a good one.
We take a mental health day.
Oh, really? I like that one especially.
But your boss can't know that it's a mental health day. Your boss thinks you're sick, of course.
Of course. Yeah, you have to play some game, don't you?
Right,
yeah, that's it. Okay, another one. If I need to run out of a meeting halfway through because I feel the call of nature, I would say I need to go to the toilet.
And I would never say that. In fact, it makes me kind of giggle and blush to hear somebody say, no, we don't like talking about toilets at all. It's just the device that's in there. We would say, I need to go to the ladies' room or to the men's room. Of course
you would, yes.
If you're at home, maybe say to the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah, but we don't like to talk about what our bodies do.
Of course. I mean, we think of bathroom, we think of a place where you actually go and sit in a bath. Or you say bathtub, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that is the bathroom as well, but we kind of like to hide. And another code word, of course, is I'd like to go powder my nose, which you probably have seen on TV.
Yeah, sure.
Or I've heard a lot, I need to go wash my hands.
Yeah, I've heard that a few times. Okay, another good one for the guys is, in Britain, we tend to say we're going to go and watch a football match. Okay.
Yeah, and of course, I think that one's pretty well known, isn't it? That we know football in the US is the kind that you throw. You don't play it with your feet.
Right.
So much. I mean, there is some kicking, of course.
Sure.
Right?
So that's American football.
Exactly. I've heard it called American football here. We just call it plain old football. Whereas what you call football, we call soccer.
Absolutely.
Which is growing. It's becoming much more widespread in the US.
Right. Okay. An interesting one. Okay. Then one we've got is the difference is I would probably call them crisps. Something called crisps. Just for the Slovaks watching this, crisps in Britain are probably what you'd call Pringles. So you buy them and you kind of crunch on them. Yeah, if you're having a bottle of wine or something. Okay.
Pringles are a type of chip, of course.
I see. Yeah. So there's a big difference there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Although you say then chips when you're talking about what we call French fries.
Oh,
right?
Of course, yeah. So, for example, fish and chips in Britain.
Or burger and fries.
It's a good one. Okay, another good one. If we're in the office, and I've got some paper, for example, here, I'll use this, and I want to throw it in the bin, what would you say?
Put it in the garbage or throw it away.
Okay.
Throw it away in the garbage or in the trash.
Right. Okay.
But what we call a bin is like a big plastic container that you can store things in.
I see. Now, actually, Laura, I've got an interesting question for you because this morning I had some rubbish in my kitchen. I want to take it outside and put it in my wheelie bin. So if anyone knows these kind of big bins you've got with little wheels on it, basically I put all the rubbish inside it. Would you call it the same, a wheelie bin?
No. In fact, I'm only understanding you from context right now.
Right, okay, right.
No, it's just the garbage can.
Really, as well? I remember from my travels in the US a few years ago, I've heard people call it a dumpster.
Oh, it's one of those really big ones.
Yeah, it's
I
huge.
didn't understand you from context then.
Right, you didn't, did you? No,
a dumpster is a giant one.
Right, okay.
But normally a dumpster it's a really big one. So if you're moving, you can rent a dumpster and park it in your driveway, and then throw old things in it.
Now something is coming to me actually, viewers, because what Laurie is thinking is a dumpster, we'd actually call a skip.
Oh, that is so funny, yeah.
So a lot of differences here. I'll summarise this on email afterwards to all of you. Okay, let's move on. So we've got last few we've got I would probably talk about the underground. Okay, so where we go to get a train, we go underground.
Yeah, And definitely that's a Subway for sure. And then
yeah.
a lot of the towns in the U.S. they have sort of different names.
Yeah.
You know, Boston it's called the T, or Washington
Right.
D.C. it's called the Metro.
Okay.
But Subway is sort of the general overall term.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Good. Okay. Another very obvious one. If I'm in New York, I would say I'm walking on the pavement.
Definitely don't walk on the pavement in New
Definitely,
York. Walk on the sidewalk.
Right. Because the pavement is actually the road, viewers.
That's where the cars go.
Yeah, that's where the cars go. That's it.
Yeah. Well, pavement is
Good
sort
one.
of the general term for the black stuff, the asphalt, I guess.
The asphalt.
Which is that's
it.
the pavement.
That's it. Yeah. So interesting. Interesting
for
there.
Sure.
I remember a few years ago because anyone who knows me well knows I lived in Dubai for a few years, and I went to an American school. And I always used to get laughed at because I used to say to people, I'd like to borrow your rubber, or could you borrow my rubber? And of course, Americans call it
an eraser.
There you go.
Yeah. And actually, a rubber is something else completely.
Yes, we won't go into those details of what it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can Google that if you want to.
Yeah, definitely Google that. Yeah.
And another really embarrassing one that we can't forget is what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing pants. Right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's it. So I'd say trousers, for example.
Yeah. And I've said that to some of my colleagues before who then giggle. Because, well, of course you are. Yeah. Because for you, pants is underwear.
Underwear. Yeah. Absolutely. Underwear.
Me, trousers, we could say, but they're they're kind of dress trousers.
Yeah.
So special material, you have to iron them.
Yeah. Okay.
And pants is just sort of an overall term.
I see.
Yeah, casual pants or something.
Fantastic. And last one we've got is a really nice one. Well, I would tend to call it liquid paper. Yeah. So it's this kind of white stuff that you put if you've made a mistake on some written text. Yeah. And Laurie calls it...
Whiteout.
Right, whiteout, yeah.
It's the brand, actually, but it becomes so widespread that we just recognize it by the brand, actually.
I see.
Even if it's the generic one, for example.
Sure, and actually that's interesting because in Britain, also in America as well, some brand names, for example, like a Hoover or a vacuum cleaner, you've got Dyson... And some brand names become so popular that we actually take the name of the brand and use it for the item, which is really strange, isn't it, how we do that?
Yeah, I think Hoover is the most common one.
It is.
Because it's now used as a verb, isn't it? You can Hoover something up.
Absolutely, I hoovered the house. That's it.
Wow.
Okay,
lots of differences
we've covered
there.
lots there, guys. We'll see you on the next video. We'll talk about more differences in vocabulary. We hope you enjoy it. See you then. Bye.
Bye-bye.